Welcome to the weather forecast for the week beginning Wednesday, May 25th. I'm Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth for Longmont Public Media. This is the last time I'll be recording here for a few months. It's summer break. Monday, May 30th, we have a new moon. We've now inched our way out of the weekend lunar phases, and we now have the new moon occurring in the week. A new little feature here, since the sun, after many years of being very quiet, is coming back to life, and this is a picture taken by the Soho Space Observatory of the surface of the sun. You can go to spaceweather.com and take a look at this day and night if you wish. There's an interesting bunch of sunspots over here on the limb of the sun. The sun goes around on its axis on the North Pole point in about 28 days. It's actually different speeds at different latitudes. Kind of crazy. It's a big ball of gas. But if these are pointing at us, then we could have aurora or communication problems or problems with satellites and things like that if they act up. These are actually going around the edge of the sun and will be gone for a couple weeks. These are just coming around the front edge of the sun. Taking a look at drought conditions, we have last week, we were watching things get a little worse here. Going this week, it is getting another big jump worse. The rain that we got will help. We'll take a look at how much we got in just a moment. There's always a lag. Nationally, things are a little worse in the southwest, west, and south of us. Taking a look at snow, I said last time that the snow that we did get from this last storm should really help in the mountains, and as we go, click, yeah, we've gone from about 50% back up to 74% statewide. If you look at just the northern counties, it's back up to around 100% normal. So that was a fantastic storm helping us out. Looking at precipitation, this is up to 7 a.m. Saturday. A little more came in after that, but just a few hundredths of an inch. The big event ended before Saturday morning, and we were about 0.8 of an inch to an inch around Longmont. Lots of 1.6, 1.7, I think I saw 1.8 crammed in there. So fantastic water there. Down around Broomfield, around an inch or so. And up in the mountains, good amounts of liquid as well. So getting the bigger picture of it, you can see that the 2-inch plus made it down into that drought area. We had a good inch or so out in this part of the drought. So that really should help. We should see some relief next week. Looking at the smoke forecast, going out as far as I can with the HRRR. It's a high refresh. No. Okay. Well, I'm going to get it. Not live on camera here. So here's the smoke from the HRRR for Friday a.m. and it's confined down here on the very dry New Mexico region. Taking a look at the animation of chances of severe weather, first week, second week, third week, and now this week of May. You can see that this is peak time. This is where things really go crazy frequently in the United States. And you can see we're now in the third coloration for severe weather risk. Don't see anything coming right away, but that can change pretty quickly. And to illustrate that, we have a slight chance of severe weather and a marginal out here, the Ohio and Mississippi valleys. Going to Thursday is a little bit unusual up here in Idaho, Washington, and Oregon. A little bit up here in Ohio, Indiana, Pennsylvania, and then skirting us to the north on Friday with not really even a chance of convection down here. The light green is just you can get a thunderstorm. Looking at how really kind of boring it's going to be for the next few days. There's Thursday and Friday and Saturday around here. Everything is just staying high and dry. In fact, Friday will be really maybe 90, very, very warm under a ridge. You can see that peak right there on Friday and Saturday, very above normal temperatures. Normal is going from 75 to 79. We're about to expect a normal high temperature in the 80s. That's time for summer. Nighttime temperatures, normals go from 46 to 49. The fact we went down below freezing last week, got some freeze warnings, was pretty remarkable. There's a little chance of showers coming out of Friday, and then next week, not every run of the ensemble says we're going to get storms and like that, but there's a good consensus that things are going to be cooler and wetter. Some of the notable atmospheric events, again, a Friday on a ridge is just starting to pull away. And we got sort of maximum heating. There's the core of the heat around Colorado and up into Nebraska and the Dakotas. And these little blobs here are pools of cold air being produced by thunderstorms and the rain descending in them and evaporating. And so that's just a picture of thunderstorms. Here they are at the surface on Friday. Pretty widely scattered, but they'll be out there. You'll see them. So the next big thing is this trough that comes in on Tuesday. Giant ridge in the east. And ahead of it, probably some thunderstorms, even some severe weather is possible. Right now, it looks very dry. We're going to look at the water vapor, not really, but the precipitable water animation in a moment and see that just the moisture doesn't quite get into this part of the state. Doesn't mean things won't change and we will have an active stormy pattern. So here we go, taking a look at the animation of the upper level map. Here's our ridge, high temperatures, mostly clear skies and dry weather. And going into Saturday, Sunday, you can see the trough begins to dig in the west, getting ready to skirt us with storms, if not give us something. And that looks really impressive. We got a strong jet stream overhead. We got lift. We got everything you need, except maybe moisture there. Going on to next Wednesday, the ridge is coming back. Again, temperatures, there's the cool air that's been sitting around for a couple of days. It pulls out. You'll see the heat and then the little blobs of thunderstorms in the afternoon. There they are. And there's heat again in the weekend. The next trough is digging in, bringing cold air. There's a cold front sweeping down and coming through. Yeah, pretty neat. There's Monday, there's Tuesday with the cold front coming over us. So even if we don't get storms, we'll at least cool down briefly. Around to Wednesday next week, it's kind of cool as this cold air kind of oozes its way eastward. Not much organized to see on the water vapor. If it was a satellite image, it'd be water vapor. I keep saying that. Precipitable water. And there's the higher level of precipitable water coming in. There's the low for Sunday, Monday. There is moisture in place, but no nearby trough. And then as Monday and Tuesday go, there's the trough is coming. There's the surface low, and the moisture just gets pushed out pretty quickly. Browns are below normal precipitable water. It's a little bit Thursday next week. So we can watch these storms. The last 3 runs of the GFS have actually decreased the amount of precipitation. A day ago, it looked like we were going to get a big soaker out of the Monday-Tuesday storm. But here we are Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Yeah, there's a little bit in the mountains, just not much. So for the next 5 days, we get precipitation up here, spotty stuff down around our neck of the woods. Next 5 days for snow, and nothing really there. Over the next 10 days, maybe a storm system end of next week comes into it and gives us some precipitation. Obviously, some lines of thunderstorms forming there, and snow is really nothing. So we go from the 70s up to almost the 90s on Friday, cool back down next week with a chance of afternoon thunderstorms. We got that much energy nearby and cooler stuff. You might see some thunderstorms, so I want to keep those chances in there. We're starting a new month shortly, so taking a look at the June outlook from the National Weather Service. Again, we have turned out, they said we were going to be warmer than normal, or close to normal, and we turned out cooler than normal, even though we had a few hot days. The overall average was that wasn't a good forecast again, so they're baking us again. We'll just see what happens. It's June, it's summer, so maybe things can dry out, warm up. And speaking of drying out, they think we're going to be below average, or have the greatest probability of below average. And looking even further out, if I throw El Nino in here and La Nina, we are in a La Nina condition. That's the opposite of El Nino. The eastern Pacific here along South America is abnormally cold. This is departure from normal. And so this is contributing to our dryness. It's part of the signal that makes the desert Southwest lacking moisture right now. And the IRI CBC forecast, right now we're in the La Nina, has the trend by the end of the year actually coming up towards neutral, and who knows, maybe after that it can go into El Nino, which might give us a good change. The southwestern U.S. needs it. Like, need is really low, river flow is low, we're just getting to 100% snowpack and then it backs off. So yes, bring on the moisture. So for frequent weather updates and local news, check out longmontlear.com, broomfieldlear.com. I've been Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth. Still am. Keep looking out.